On this lesson, we're going to go to After Effects and begin animating our icons. So once we have saved our file, we're going to open After Effects. And if you have never used After Effects, don't worry, I'm going to try to go slow and really explain the concepts that we're going to be using. So you shouldn't have a lot of problems. I'm also using the latest version of Illustrator CC. So if you have a previous version, the layout may be a little bit different, but all the effects we're going to use are going to be the same, and all the techniques we use, you can apply them right there. So once you have opened After Effects, you're going to double click here on this project window right here on this square, and this is going to tell you what do you want to open. Right now I want to open the file that I just created on Illustrator, so I'm going to double click on these icons, and here is going to give you some options. I'm going to explain to you a little bit what they mean. It's going to tell you what kind of import you want, so you can pick between composition or footage. Now in footage, you can select between merge layers, which is going to bring actually what you just saw in Illustrator, or you can choose a layer. You could pick any layer you have on that file. That's what I was telling you before, that you really don't have to worry you forget to include the layer, because you can add it later by just clicking here and select it to import as a footage. So this is not something that we want, because we actually want all these layers. So we're going to change the import to composition. And here you can select between the layer size or the document size. Now, because we're working on a square, it is better that you go to document size, because all your anchor points are going to be on the center. But if you're working on different shapes, for example, if you have a small shape on a bigger canvas, then you should probably pick layer size. For now, we're going to go to document size, because that's going to be okay, and we're going to hit OK. Once you do that, you can see here that on your project you have a folder here, and if you open this little triangle, you can see all the layers that you had on Illustrator. Also, it is creating automatically a composition right here. So if you double click on this composition called icons, that the name just came because that's the way I named my file, you can see that here I have all the layers. They are on the visibility off, because that's why I had selected on in Illustrator. So you can see how they are all here, all those layers that we had there. So that's awesome. And this is a way you see how you have all our layers and begin working on our project. But you can see that this comp has a lot more things to offer, so I'm going to teach you a little bit. You're going to go here to your icons comp, and you're going to go right click, and you're going to go to composition settings, and once you click on that, a window like this is going to appear. Here you can pick the size. This is the same you had picked in Illustrator, so After Effects is going to automatically tell you that same document size. Also, you have here a frame rate. I would recommend that you pick a frame rate either 30 or 24. 24 is if you want more a cinematic way, so if you think that your animation should look more like a movie, then you should go with 24. But if you want some smooth animations or something like you could see on TV, you could go to 30 frames per second. We're gonna use 30 frames in this course because I want my animations to be smooth. Now here you can select your duration, and here's telling you that every second is going to be 30 frames. So every 30 frames, you're going to have a second. So if you want to have, for example, 2 seconds, you have to pick here the duration to be 60. I'm going to leave it as it is for now, because you can easily change that later, so no problem. And you're going to hit OK. And now we could create a new comp, or we can also begin working on here. But the first icon that we're going to work is our heart. And we have our heart right here, but we also have the rest of the layers, so that's not really how we're going to work. So we're going to go here to our layers right here, and you're going to find the heart, that is this one. And all you have to do is click on this and drag it right here where this little comp icon is. And once you drop it in there, you can see that you have created a comp that has this size. And sometimes if you have previously worked on the software, maybe you don't have this 500 by 500, so you can easily change it here. And also you have the same duration as the other one. So this is how we're going to begin. And in our next lesson, we're gonna animate this heart and create a very nice animation so you can use on any game.